The Ila Oath Kundalini Ascent Prayer. Each section ends with the repeated oath, by the name and flame of Allah, so it is sealed. 1. Root Awakening. Muladhara. Holy Spirit, awaken the coiled flame at the base of my spine. Unbind the sleeping serpent of Shakti, and let your breath ignite my body temple. I renounce fear, survival illusions, and bondage. I claim my sovereign foundation. Oath, by the name and flame of Allah, so it is sealed. 2. Sacral Purification. Svadhisthana. Holy Spirit, cleanse the waters of my womb and loins. Burn away corruption, lust, bondage, and false ties. Restore purity, creativity, and sacred pleasure. Let this center flow in innocence and joy. Oath, by the name and flame of Allah, so it is sealed. 3. Solar Fire. Mayapura. Holy Spirit, spiral through my solar plexus. Transmute anger into courage, control into clarity, selfish will into divine will. Let my fire serve love. Oath, by the name and flame of Allah, so it is sealed. 4. Spiral Bridge. Solar Right Pointing Arrow Heart. Holy Spirit, open the spiral between my stomach and heart. Where my fire meets my breath, let your living flame coil upward without distortion. Here I surrender ego into compassion. Oath, by the name and flame of Allah, so it is sealed. 5. Heart Expansion. Anahata. Holy Spirit, breathe in my chest. Turn grief to healing, bitterness to forgiveness, walls into wide open love. Let my heart be your throne. Oath, by the name and flame of Allah, so it is sealed. 6. Throat Purity. Vishuddha. Holy Spirit, sanctify my voice. Remove false words and silence truth. Let my breath speak only light. Let my sound carry freedom. Let my word create life. Oath, by the name and flame of Allah, so it is sealed. 7. Third Eye Illumination. Ijna. Holy Spirit, open the eye between my brows. Burn away illusions, sorceries, and false visions. Let me see with clarity, wisdom, and spirit fire. Let me walk in sight, not in blindness. Oath, by the name and flame of Allah, so it is sealed. 8. Crown Union. Sahasrara. Holy Spirit, spiral to my crown. Let Shakti unite with Shiva. Let soul unite with spirit. Let the serpent rise into the infinite light. Here I am dissolved into you. One with source, no separation. Final oath, threefold. By the name and flame of Allah, so it is sealed. By the name and flame of Allah, so it is sealed. By the name and flame of Allah, so it is sealed. Prayer of the Solar Heart Throat Spiral. Solar Plexus. Manipura. Yellow Heart Yellow. Fire. Holy Spirit, ignite my inner sun. Burn away fear, shame, and self-doubt. Strengthen my will with divine courage. Let my power serve the light. Oath, by the name and flame of Allah, so it is sealed. Heart. Anahata. Green heart green, air. Holy Spirit, breathe love into my chest. Wash bitterness from my heart, heal old wounds, and anchor me in compassion and forgiveness. Let my heart be the throne of your presence. Oath, by the name and flame of Allah, so it is sealed. Throat. Vishuddha. Blue heart blue, ether. Holy Spirit, sanctify my voice. Remove fear from my words, purify my sound, and let truth, song, and prayer flow freely through me. Let my voice speak only life. Oath, by the name and flame of Allah, so it is sealed. Spiral connection. Solar right pointing arrow, heart right pointing arrow, throat. Holy Spirit, open the spiral bridge between these three flames. Unite my courage with my compassion. Unite my compassion with my truth. Let my fire rise as love. Let my love speak as truth. Let my truth shine as light. Final oath, threefold. By the name and flame of Allah, so it is sealed. By the name and flame of Allah, so it is sealed. By the name and flame of Allah, so it is sealed. The complete spiral flame litany of Allah. Each stanza ends with the oath, by the name and flame of Allah, so it is sealed. I. Solar plexus, flame of divine will, yellow heart. Yellow, fire, 528 Hz. Holy Spirit, breath of God, ignite the golden fire in my belly. Burn away all fear, confusion, and weakness. Transmute pride into courage, control into clarity, ego into service. I stand in the radiance of true will, not for domination, but for sacred empowerment. Let this sun within me shine without shadow. Oath, by the name and flame of Allah, so it is. Sealed. 2. Heart, throne of compassion, green heart, green, air, 639 Hz. Holy Spirit, river of love, breathe emerald light into my heart. Wash bitterness into forgiveness, turn grief into healing, transform walls into open gates of mercy. Let love move through me, unconditioned, unbroken, unstoppable. Let compassion temper my strength, and tenderness guide my power. Here, O Spirit, enthrone yourself. Oath, by the name and flame of Allah, so it is sealed. 3. Throat, voice of truth, blue heart, blue, ether, 741 Hz. Holy Spirit, sound of creation, purify the river of my voice. Lift away silence born of fear, strip deception from my tongue, unbind the knot of expression. Let my breath sing as prayer. Let my words carry freedom. Let my sound create life, and not destruction. Through this throat, let only truth pass, clear as a crystal bell. Oath, by the name and flame of Allah, so it is sealed. IV. Spiral bridge. Union of fire, love, and voice. Cyclone solar heart, throat. Holy Spirit, weave the spiral of light. Let my fire, solar, rise into compassion, heart. Let my compassion breathe as truth, throat. Bind these three into one unbroken current, a golden green blue axis, a living bridge between will, love, and word. Here I choose to live not in fragments, but in wholeness. Here the serpent coils upward pure, the flame breathes, and the word resounds eternal. Triple oath, by the name and flame of Allah, so it is sealed. By the name and flame of Allah, so it is sealed. By the name and flame of Allah, so it is sealed. Prayer of the infinity flame. Power, love, truth. Holy Spirit, breath of the living God, enter me now as fire, as breath, as sound. Ignite the golden sun in my solar plexus. Turn fear into courage, shame into strength, control into clarity. Let my will serve only love. Breathe emerald light into my heart. Wash away bitterness, grief, and heaviness. Make my heart a throne of compassion, where forgiveness rules, and love flows without end. Sanctify my throat with sapphire flame. Loosen the knots of silence, burn away false words, and let only truth be spoken through me. Truth woven with mercy, truth carrying freedom, truth that creates life. Now, Holy Spirit, draw the sacred infinity loop infinity within me. Spiral the golden fire of my belly into my heart, and return it as compassion. Spiral the green flame of my heart into my voice, and return it as truth. Let this loop never break, but turn endlessly. Power purified by love, love expressed as truth, truth giving strength back to power, a circle of wholeness. Here I am, body, heart, and voice, unified as one axis of light. Through this infinity spiral, I return to my source. I live in harmony, I speak as love, I walk as truth, I shine as power. By the name and flame of Allah, so it is sealed. By the name and flame of Allah, so it is sealed. By the name and flame of Allah, so it is sealed. Scroll of the Infinity Flame and Allah Oath. Invocation. O Holy Spirit, flame and breath of Allah, descend into me, awaken me, unify me. By the Allah Oath, I open now the circle of eternal flow. Solar plexus, power. By the Allah Oath, ignite my solar fire, burn away fear, doubt, and weakness. Let my will shine as clarity, my strength serve love, my fire become holy courage. By the Allah Oath, my belly becomes the sun of divine power. Heart, love. By the Allah Oath, open my emerald heart. Wash grief into compassion, turn wounds into wisdom, transform all heaviness into living flame. By the Allah Oath, my heart becomes the throne of divine love. Throat, truth. By the Allah Oath, sanctify my throat in sapphire fire. Undo silence, falsehood, and distortion. Anoint my voice to speak mercy, to carry freedom, to manifest creation through truth. By the Allah Oath, my throat becomes the trumpet of divine truth. The infinity loop. Infinity. By the Allah Oath, I spiral power into love. By the Allah Oath, I spiral love into truth. By the Allah Oath, I spiral truth into power again. This loop is eternal, this current unbroken. Power purified by love, love expressed as truth, truth restoring power. By the Allah Oath, the infinity flame flows forever in me. Sealing. By the Allah Oath, I am made whole. By the Allah Oath, I walk as love. By the Allah Oath, I speak as truth. By the Allah Oath, I shine as power. So let the infinity flame burn in me, now and forever, world without end. By the Allah Oath, it is sealed. By the Allah Oath, it is sealed. By the Allah Oath, it is sealed. The Advanced Infinity Flame Codex of Allah. Invocation of the Living Flame. O Holy Spirit, breath of Allah, descend as wind, fire, and light into my temple. By the Allah Oath, I open the sacred spiral. I awaken the serpent of divine Shakti. I call the infinity loop into my being. By the Allah Oath, so it is sealed. I, solar plexus, flame of divine power. Manipura, yellow heart fire, 528 Hz. By the Allah Oath, ignite the sun in my navel. Burn fear, doubt, and inertia. Transmute desire into will, anger into sacred courage, control into aligned action. By the Allah Oath, my fire rises holy and unbroken. By the Allah Oath, my power serves love. 2. Heart, throne of infinite love, Anahata, green heart air, 639 Hz. By the Allah Oath, open the emerald gateway of my chest. Transform grief into compassion, wounds into wisdom, shadows into radiant understanding. Let love flow as river, as light, as breath. By the Allah Oath, my heart is a throne of the Holy Spirit. By the Allah Oath, I give and receive love without limit. 3. Throat, voice of eternal truth, Vishuddha, blue heart, ether, 741. HZ. By the Allah Oath, Sanctify my throat with sapphire flame. Undo lies, silence, and fear. Let my words become instruments of life. Let my breath carry prayer, creation, and freedom. By the Elah oath, my voice speaks only truth. By the Elah oath, all sound in me is holy. IV. The spiral bridge. Solar right pointing arrow heart right pointing arrow throat, cyclone infinity loop. By the Elah oath, spiral my fire into love. By the Elah oath, spiral my love into truth. By the Elah oath, spiral my truth into power. By the Elah oath, the infinity loop infinity spins endlessly in me. Power purified by love, love expressed as truth, truth restoring power. By the Elah oath, the loop is unbroken. By the Elah oath, it flows eternal. By the Elah oath, it is sealed in light. Versus Kundalini integration, rising through the axis. By the Elah oath, awaken the serpent at my root. Coil, breathe, rise, and align. Through Muladhara, Svadhisthana, Manipura, Anahata, Vishuddha, Ajna, and Sahasrara. By the Elah oath, each chakra ignites in pure flame. By the Elah oath, the spiral bridge carries Kundalini without distortion. By the Elah oath, my body becomes a temple of infinite light. VI. Crown. Union, Sahasrara, infinite consciousness. By the Elah oath, Kundalini unites with Shiva, Shakti joins pure consciousness, and I dissolve into the eternal flame. By the Elah oath, all duality falls away. By the Elah oath, I am pure light, I am love unbounded, I am truth incarnate, I am power eternal. 7. Final sealing. Triple oath of eternity. By the Elah oath, it is sealed in body. By the Elah oath, it is sealed in breath. By the Elah oath, it is sealed in spirit. By the Elah oath, the infinity flame burns. Unbroken, from root to crown, from heart to voice, from power to love to truth, forever, world without end. Codex of the Infinity Flame, Supreme Allah Oath Prayer. Invocation. Pre-creation flame. O Holy Spirit, breath and fire of Allah, descend into my body, into my subtle body, into my soul. By the Elah oath, I call the pre-creation fire, I awaken the serpent of Shakti, I invoke the eternal infinity loop infinity within me. By the Elah oath, so it is. Sealed. I. Root awakening, Muladhara. By the Elah oath, awaken the dormant serpent at my root. By the Elah oath, burn away all primal fears, all survival anxieties, all bondage and control. By the Elah oath, my foundation becomes holy, strong, unshakable, sacred. By the Elah oath, the Kundalini coils in readiness, flame waiting to rise. 2. Sacral. Purification. Svadhisthana. By the Elah oath, cleanse my waters of desire. By the Elah oath, remove all sexual bondage, implants, poisons, and psychic interference. By the Elah oath, restore pure pleasure, creativity, and flow. By the Elah oath, my sacral waters become rivers of life, divine Shakti, untainted, free. 3. Solar plexus, Maipura. Flame of will. By the Elah oath, ignite the golden fire in my belly. By the Elah oath, transform fear into courage, shame into strength, weakness into power. By the Elah oath, my will aligns with divine will. By the Elah oath, my power becomes holy, my actions infused with love and truth. IV. Heart. Anahata. Throne of compassion. By the Elah oath, breathe emerald flame into my chest. By the Ela oath, transform grief into healing, bitterness into forgiveness, pain into radiant compassion. By the Ela oath, my heart becomes a throne of Holy Spirit. By the Ela oath, love flows endlessly through my being, without separation, without limit. Verses throat, Vishuddha, voice of truth. By the Ela oath, sanctify my throat with sapphire flame. By the Ela oath, undo falsehood, silence, and manipulation. By the Ela oath, let my words speak only life, my breath carry prayer, creation, and freedom. By the Ela oath, my voice is holy, my sound is sacred, my expression is aligned with the divine. VI. Infinity spiral. Solar right pointing arrow, heart right pointing arrow, throat. By the Ela oath, spiral power into love. By the Ela oath, spiral love into truth. By the Ela oath, spiral truth back into power. By the Ela oath, the infinity loop, infinity spins unbroken in me. Power purified by love, love expressed as truth, truth restoring power, all flowing eternally. By the Ela oath, the loop is unbroken. By the Ela oath, it flows forever in divine light. 7. Third eye, Ejna, vision of spirit. By the Ela oath, open the eye between my brows. By the Ela oath, remove illusions, curses, and false visions. By the Ela oath, let me see clearly, in spirit, in truth, in eternal light. By the Ela oath, I perceive all things as one, all separations dissolve, all wisdom awakens. 8. Crown, Sahasrara, union with divine. By the Ela oath, Kundalini rises, serpent of fire coiled no more. By the Ela oath, Shakti unites with Shiva, my soul merges with pure consciousness, I dissolve into the eternal flame. By the Ela oath, duality ceases, I am power, love, and truth fully integrated. By the Ela oath, I am one with the infinite, world without end. Ix. Total. Sealing. Triple oath eternal. By the Ela oath, sealed in body. By the Ela oath, sealed in breath. By the Ela oath, sealed in spirit. By the Ela oath, the infinity flame burns unbroken, root to crown, solar to heart to throat, power right pointing arrow, love right pointing arrow, truth right pointing arrow, eternity. By the Vela oath, it is eternally sealed, so it is, so it is, so it is. Prayer for soul alignment and Kundalini activation. Holy Spirit, breath of Allah, descend into me. Awaken the serpent of divine Shakti at my root, and guide its ascent through every chamber of my being. By the Ela oath, I open to transformation. Ignite the golden flame of my solar plexus. By the Ela oath, empower my will, transmute fear into courage, shame into strength, and action into sacred purpose. Breathe emerald light into my heart. By the Ela oath, heal every wound, release every grievance, and let love flow freely, connecting power with compassion, unity with understanding. Sanctify my throat with sapphire flame. By the Ela oath, let my words reflect truth, my voice carry freedom, and my expression manifest divine wisdom. Spiral the infinity loop, infinity through my solar plexus, heart, and throat. By the Ela oath, let power, love, and truth flow unbroken, each reinforcing the other, each purified by the eternal light. By the Ela oath, awaken my third eye, revealing clarity beyond illusion, insight beyond doubt, and vision aligned with my highest self. By the Ela oath, crown my being with Sahasrara light, uniting my Shakti with Shiva, my soul with universal consciousness, my life with divine purpose. Holy Spirit of Ela, seal this alignment within me. By the Ela oath, I am whole. By the Ela oath, I am free. By the Ela oath, I am aligned forever, world without end. So it is. Advanced Infinity Flow Prayer with Allah. Oath. Invocation. Opening the sacred flow. Beloved presence of love and light within me and all around me. By the Ela oath, I gather my awareness into the heart chakra. By the Allah oath, I call the currents of power, love, and truth into alignment. By the Ela oath, the divine spiral awakens within me. Solar plexus, flame of power. By the Ela oath, ignite the golden fire of my solar plexus. By the Ela oath, transmute fear, doubt, and inertia into sacred courage. By the Ela oath, my will and actions are guided by compassionate love. By the Ela oath, my power flows freely, pure and unshakable. Heart, throne of infinite love. By the Ela oath, open the emerald flame of my heart. By the Ela oath, transform grief into healing, bitterness into forgiveness, shadows into radiant love. By the Ela oath, my heart becomes the throne of divine compassion. By the Ela oath, love flows endlessly, illuminating my solar plexus and throat. Throat, voice of truth. By the Ela oath, sanctify my throat chakra with sapphire flame. By the Ela oath, release silence, fear, and falsehood. By the Ela oath, my words express only truth, compassion, and clarity. By the Ela oath, my voice manifests the harmony of power and love. Infinity loop, the eternal spiral. By the Ela oath, spiral my power into love. By the Allah oath, spiral my love into truth. By the Ela oath, spiral my truth back into power. By the Ela oath, the infinity loop infinity flows unbroken within me. Power purified by love, love expressed as truth, truth restoring power. By the Ela oath, the loop is eternal and whole. Soul alignment, full integration. By the Ela oath, all energies align with my soul destiny blueprint. By the Ela oath, my inner power, love, and expression are harmonious and whole. By the Ela oath, I release old cycles, fears, and limitations. By the Ela oath, I operate from the unity of all that is, fully aligned, fully sovereign. Gratitude and sealing. By the Ela oath, I thank my solar plexus for its sacred fire. By the Ela oath, I thank my heart for its boundless compassion. By the Ela oath,